Kia ora, guys. Reader the Kiwi here, and tonight we're streaming later than usual because service just went live with the latest patch for Final Fantasy 14. So we are, of course, jumping on immediately and going in playing part 2 of growing pack 6.5 growing light MSQ, and this is the last MSQ update until the next expansion. According to the patch notes, it's only 3 quests. I'm not sure how long it'll be, but like our usual patches, we are just going straight in. Oh my god, there's like no one here yet. This is one of the earliest I've gotten to this point, but we're gonna jump in, play through the MSQ tonight, and then tomorrow we'll go back to our usual stream time and we'll start doing all the side stuff like mandible weapon. So let's go when one door closes. Teru, one of my clerks was just here with a message for you. The students of Baldision request your presence in Shaolin at your earliest convenience. Indebted as I am to our friends, I had hoped that I too might be of service, but it is you alone that they require. If you know pressing business, pray make your way to the Baldision Annex at once. Ojaka awaits your arrival. So we're finally gonna get to see the female Haruka with this, which is pretty cool. See them in game, finally. In the meantime, I shall continue showing Azdaja the city. From notable landmarks to the people's lives, there is still much more for her to see. Farewell for now, my friend. I look forward to the day we set forth on another adventure together. Yay! Alright. I'm just gonna adjust my volumes. Probably good. Alright. Old Shaolin. Dun, 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 dun. Here's the first cutscene, people. A warm and hearty welcome to you, Teru. I gather you received our message. Please wait here while I fetch Cryo and Graha. Hey, she has her hood down. Thank you for coming on such short notice. And forgive us for sending for you so soon after your trials in the void, to say nothing of your grueling battle against the 12. Now then, we aren't actually the ones who require your presence, but Aaronville. He stopped by recently, you see, and asked us to reach out to you on his behalf. Interesting. I imagine you're as surprised as we are. Not really, because we know what the next expansion is. Given that he was supposed to be away on a long expedition. In the universe, though, we are. Something must have necessitated a change in his plans. All he would tell me is that there is someone whom he wishes Teru to meet. He also mentioned that he would be tending to business at the stadium. Shall we look for him there? That was a short scene. Oh, short quest. This one essentially done. like how it overshoots. Oh, this looks like the first long cutscene. Now then, where is Erenville?
Erenville!
Voice. Nice.
Apologies for the wait. I hope I haven't called you away from anything important. I chanced upon some commissioned items at my destination, so I thought I might deliver them.
Where did you go, if I may ask?
The New World. Tural.
You went to Tural? Then the person who you wish to introduce...
Aye, she hails from there. I present to you...
Oh.
But it seems you've lost her.
Did she wander off?
Oh, here she is.
Sorry.
New
It's just
playable.
so different here. I can't help but want to explore.
Well, while you were exploring, your candidate came to us. This is her, the adventurer you crossed the seas to meet.
Ooh, you weren't exaggerating. It's plain she's no ordinary woman. I'm Uklamat, claimant to the throne of Tulihuela.
Not sure about her voice, but I feel like she'll grow on me.
Tulihuela.
It's Tural's governing nation. The capital bears the same name.
I'll get to the point. I want you to come with me to my homeland.
Given the magnitude of the request, perhaps you should explain why you're making it?
Of course. Soon, an event of great import will be held in Tural. The Rite of Succession. Taking the form of a contest, it will determine who next ascends the throne. As daughter to its present keeper, I will participate. And I have every intention of winning. I was searching for champions to join me when Erenville told me about you. A mighty warrior who knows no fear, who sweeps aside terrible fiends as if they were reeds, who flew to the edge of existence and saved our star.
She asked who Eorzea's greatest hero was, and so I told her. Much more elegantly, I might add.
Now you know why. You'll come to Tural, yes?
You're too out, yes.
Wait, let's all just slow down.
Yeah, let's slow down.
Wooklamat,
We got civil
was
mods
it?
before I can.
You claim to be of the royal family, but is it not the Mamulja who rule in Tural?
Tulihuela is a nation of many peoples. Not only the Mamulja, as some across the seas are quick to assume. That said, its present ruler is a Mamulja, and one blessed with two heads besides. He's also my father. Not by blood, obviously, but he raised me as his own, and that's what matters.
That is what matters.
So that is the way of it. My apologies if I was indelicate.
Hardly. I know little about your land, and nothing about your parentage. But in my eagerness, I've gotten ahead of
Yeah,
myself.
I'm
I can't
warming up
expect
to it
you
already.
agree on the spot when we've only just met. If you have
how
any
like candid
questions,
she
I'll
is.
do my best to answer them.
It's pretty cool.
Just know, though,
Nice.
that if it's adventure you seek, you could do far worse than come with me. Now, this is only a rumor. But apparently, the contest will involve the fabled city of gold and the legendary beast, Valiarmanda. Tell me that doesn't pique your interest.
You have my complete attention. This is strictly room, nothing more from the city I've heard about before. You have my complete attention.
We're going to get along, you and I. Tural has no shortage of unexplored frontiers and deadly fiends. You'll never want for excitement, I promise you.
I advise you not to put much store by these rumors. Golden cities are not but a dreamer's fancy.
Says the dreamer who was bent on finding one when he was a child. Just because you failed doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Got you there, Aaronville.
Tuliolal and the Golden City. Just like in the letter to Grandfather.
Regardless of what the contest may entail, it'll be no simple thing. If I'm to triumph, I'll need capable
I like
and
how
dependable
Kryle's
companions.
just slightly cut off. Because to get her properly in frame, Kryle's just too short. But you can still just see her hair just at the bottom there, just bobbing past.
So let's go on a hunt together. There's no better way to get acquainted.
Let's go on a hunt together. Alright. Yeah. Hunt train. Dun, 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 dun. Silver piece. I think the game is afoot. The chance to see not only Tural, but the fabled Golden City besides. This is the stuff of grand adventures, my friend. Which is not to say you should hastily accept this invitation of mine. There's still a great deal we do not know. So let us begin to rectify that by first getting acquainted with our visitor in the manner she suggests. Yeah, let's go hunt. Hunt train. I'm not certain what might be suitable location for her to hunt, however. When I was at the guild earlier, I learned about a petition from researchers on the Isle of Ham. You went there not long ago and culled some unruly fauna, of course, but according to recent reports, other ordinarily docile fauna has grown savage. It's believed they've been unsettled by some manner of predator, and so the researchers seek assistance in identifying and dispatching it. As part of your hunt, perhaps you might answer the petition. The isle isn't far, and we would also be helping those in need. That works for me. Just so you know, I've honed my skills against some of the fiercest beasts in Tural. Whatever this creature is, it had better be able to put up a proper fight, or it'll end before we have the chance to get acquainted. Before we can prove ourselves capable and dependable companions. My apologies, but I must see to some preparations. Pray go ahead to the Isle. I'll join you as soon as possible. Dun, dun. If the rest of you are ready, let us head to the harbour. This being guild ship business, it should be simple enough to secure a vessel. We used to get, we had to get like explicit permission to go to the Isle of Ham before. Why is it so easy now? So we have to take a ship? Ugh, I've barely set foot on dry land. Oh well, I suppose it's for a good cause. A hunt. Come on, let's get going. Still cutscenes will play in sequence for sufficient time. Okay. Yeah, we're not doing anything.
From here, we must walk.
So much ice. It rivals even Yogg-Tural. Ooh, a white bear. I wonder what it tastes like.
White bear.
Remember, we're here to deal with creatures that have been deemed an unacceptable danger. Do not attack anything else unprovoked.
I know.
Oh, but you eat the white bear meat.
So this is the isle where ether literally bursts forth.
Aye, the Isle of Ham. The geysers lie deep inland, however.
You really are knowledgeable. Kona told me nothing about this place.
I doubt your brother managed to come out this way. He's like to have toured facilities like Labyrinthos, however.
The great big cavern under the city. It's amazing that they could make a sky down there complete with a sun.
This brother of yours, he has been to Sharlayan.
He has. Kona's my second older brother, and until recently, he was a student in this city. He went on and on about technological amusements. It made me want to come here too one day. And so I did. I think I understood something of how he felt when I set foot in his beloved studium.
He went to the studio. Your brother must be quite a scholar. But I wonder, like you, he'd be royalty, yes? With such a personage coming to Sharlayan to receive an education would surely have caused a stir, yet I recall nothing of the sort.
He consulted with the head of the studium beforehand, that his identity might remain secret.
Makes sense.
Being Mikote, he had no trouble blending in. He's adopted like me, you see. One time, though, he almost let it slip to a professor. It was all he could do to parry the barrage of questions.
Having no shortage of questions myself, I can imagine.
Ask whatever you like. I don't mind. But I maintain, hunting together is the best way to get to know someone.
The researchers should be up ahead. Let's find them and learn what we can. The researcher should be just ahead. There. The building to the northeast.
So, ordinarily harmless creatures have grown savage.
Don't know what's got them riled up, but I'll take down any that thinks to try me. Right, let's hunt our fill.
So this is essentially really support dungeon. Way better than we have had, but we've only got a tank and 2 DPS.
Look! Someone's in trouble!
Yeah, taste my axe.
That
Animals are usually so docile.
that line with the accent was awfully close to something else. Sounded awfully close to something else. Oh, thank goodness you've come. Take it you're the one who answered our petition. Wait, aren't you? You are! Teru, the adventurer who saved our star! But that our meeting be under better circumstances. I was conducting a routine inspection of the transporter here when I suddenly found myself surrounded. You find more of the same across the chasm. Once docile animals growing strangely aggressive. My colleagues can tell you more. If you give me just a moment, I can finish checking our equipment.
You really are famous.
Yeah.
And for good reason, as you'll soon see for yourself.
There, it should be safe to cross now.
Quite an interesting contraption you've got here.
Is that our petitioner? Let's go and have a chat.
And researcher. The venturer came to answer my petition, I presume. We're most fortunate to have one of your considerable skill here to aid us. A creature of unknown origins have been sighted on the island in recent days, and we believe its presence has affected the local fauna. The animals beyond this gate are the worst affected we've encountered thus far, though we dare not go back. Your task is to quell any threats you find and search for traces of the beast responsible for this. If you should find anything at all, we will be most grateful if you would share it with us. Oh, this is diverging. Then we go up that way. Wow.
I'll handle
Added
this.
more to the map.
Hold still.
Oh, that's good. Ooh!
Is that all?
Ooh! I wonder, because she's
on, let's pick up the creature's trail.
she's a warrior. I wonder if that's a new move we'll get as warrior that she just did. That would be cool if that was them teasing part of the warrior, new warrior kit. Find ravaged beasts.
These claw marks. I've seen their like before. It's starting to feel like a proper hunt.
There we go. Scattered plumage. One feather scattered one.
Feathers. But did they belong to the predator or the prey?
So, how do you prefer our prey? Roasted or raw?
You presume it's even safe to eat? Still fresh. Whatever this beast, it cannot be far.
Do you suppose they're upset we disturbed their home?
Who knows? If they're spoiling for a fight, then they've got one.
I don't know if I should be using all my abilities now or about.
Let's head back and report what we found.
Okay, it's not. Probably should use more abilities. Doesn't really matter though. Where's she off to? Just taking in the view, I guess. Oh.
Powerful wings and razor-sharp talons. Worthy prey.
Oh. Oh.
Ah! What is that thing? It speaks?
It speaks.
It's heading towards the falls.
I'll stay with the researchers. The creature, I leave to you.
Come, Woklamat.
Or Klamat. So that's
Right.
how you pronounce it. Yeah.
Just so we're clear, I wasn't startled by the beast earlier. It caught me by surprise, that's all.
Okay.
Forgive me, but I
I
see
feel
a
like
difference.
I feel like that's the definition of what did she say? She said like startled. Yeah, I feel like that's the definition of startled. Caught him by surprise.
I'm getting hungry. Let's be done with this so we can eat.
She's getting like really it's
Think you're clever, huh? I'll rip off that beak and roast you on a spit!
dun.
Talk all you like, bird. I'm going to have the last laugh. Oh, I'm going to enjoy sinking my teeth into you. Ah, shut up already, you blasted bird!
I wonder if they're gonna do this more often in the expansions. Have these essentially mini pseudo duty support
I've never seen
missions
such an
for
enormous
solo
colibri.
instances. That's essentially what this is. It's tank DPS plus whatever you're playing.
Not good. Quickly, gather together.
You could have.
I've got you.
Oh my!
That was too close.
Steady now.
Again? I wonder if Warrior's gonna get a pull. Friendly ally, a rescue. Because that would be really cool if this is just them teasing a bunch of warrior abilities. Oh my god. What did I?
Spread out, everyone.
You pay for that.
That's bad timing. Oh. Oh. Oh shit.
Thank you.
Why are you going to that side? This side was closer. Oh wait, we can target that?
That was hardly a tickle. Try this.
Wait. She's doing a DPS limit break.
Nothing to it.
Or maybe not.
We have
Just
you
charging
now,
it
you
out.
loudmouth bastard!
Throw everything you have at it.
Oh yeah, my best window just came up, so yeah. Yay, duty complete. I am so excited from the things I saw in that with what Kalama did as a warrior.
And I had barely limbered up.
That big AoE slam she did, and then also the rescue she did. It used like the chain animations that Home Gang uses, So maybe it could just be a unique thing they did with her, but I really hope that that was actually a tease of one of the new warrior abilities, and I really, oh my god, because warrior is my main tank. This is what I tank as, and if I get a rescue as a warrior, that'll be so good. I want it. I want it. And she rescued 2 people. I don't think it will be able to rescue multiple people if we do get that. I'd say it's a single person rescue. And so it's an exaggerated version of what we get. But oh, I hope so much that that was a tease. And I had barely limbered up. So it makes sense that she that she's also teasing a new abilities.
It was a terrible foe, but no match for your axe.
Because obviously the new abilities that we get from 9 to 100, that's all going to be thematically will probably be based on like techniques from Tural, probably, and that would make sense. And so with her using those techniques in this instant, it just makes sense, I feel. But we'll see. We will see when the expansion drops.
Only to be expected. You were pretty impressive yourselves. I was right to invite you on a hunt.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm getting the feeling like she's like brimming with confidence, but not super confident. It's like she comes across as someone that's like looking to prove herself, and so she's really like possibly maybe some imposter syndrome in here, like with the way she was shaking and was nervous. Oh.
But what a curious bird that was. Though we have similar in Tural, they don't grow so big or use such dirty tricks.
We should say something.
Dirty tricks? Dirty tricks?
Aye, dirty and despicable. Otherwise, I could have easily...
Leave this to me.
Oh, yes.
Have at you.
Ooh. Main victim answer. Let's go.
Cryle.
I am terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
She arrived as I was seeing the researchers to safety. It was all I could do to keep up with her after I explained what happened.
So this is what you meant by seeing to preparations?
After hearing of the contest, I thought how wonderful it would be to join you. In coming here, I wanted to demonstrate my skill at arms to Wuklamut. Alas, it seems I missed most of the action.
That was amazing! The piece didn't stand a chance!
I'm glad to have been of service.
May I ask what inspired this change?
You will recall the time you descended to the ethereal sea in search of Heidelin. Recognizing that my skills were inadequate, I chose to provide support from afar, rather than join you, It was the same when you set forth for Ultima Thule. How it pained me to stay behind, again and again. That's what inspired this change. Ever since the final days were averted, I've used every spare moment to hone my craft. As you all have adapted your methods to suit the circumstances, I started by considering how I might best contribute. And after much deliberation, I arrived at my answer. With the esoteric art passed down by the legendary Archon realm, Pictomancy.
Oh, realm. They even mentioned realm. That's cool. That's really cool. Legendary Archon realm.
As I recall, you have embraced versatility to effectively complement a certain someone's style. What I do is much the same. Like you, I don't want to be left behind.
I like how you said, like, essentially Graha has picked up all the roles so he can complement the Warrior of Light, who just can change all roles.
Indeed. I must say, you appear to be especially keen on being involved in the ritual of succession. Is there any particular reason?
Yes, there is. This letter from Tuli Yolal. It was addressed to my grandfather Galuf and turned up among the students' archives. The ink was faded, so I couldn't fully make out the sender's name. Galul, someone.
Jaja. Gulul Jaja. That's my father, the Dawn servant. What does the letter say?
While much of it isn't legible, it appears to be a request to investigate the Golden City.
A request to investigate the Golden City? From the Dawn servant himself?
Well, well. Seems it may be more than a rumor after all.
Being a member of the royal family, it was my hope that you could confirm the authenticity of this letter.
I can say for a fact that my father didn't write this. Given how culturally diverse Tuliyolal is, it was decided some time ago that a common language was needed. But instead of elevating an existing tongue and its speakers above all others, we looked to those widely spoken overseas and created an altogether new one. The similarities to your common tongue also make it quite easy to communicate in these situations, no? This letter, however, is entirely in Eorzean. If Father had written this, it would have been in Turali. And what's more, it bears a wax seal. We don't bother with them.
So the letter is fraudulent, then?
Oh, I didn't mean to say that. My father's signature is genuine, as far as I can tell, so perhaps he simply dictated it.
I see. Oh, thank you for the confirmation. It seems my grandfather indeed had dealings with Tuli Yolal. I can't help but be curious as to
That's
what
a nice
exactly
little,
he was
little
doing there.
information there.
In order to help us decide on a course of action, would you mind if I asked you some questions about your home?
By all means. After all, learning about one another was the purpose of this hunt. We can talk while feasting on this fellow. I, for one, am starving.
We don't know if it's edible yet.
We're eating that.
Yes. Yes, we are. Yes, we are, Graha. We're feasting. What are hunters for? With the wildlife pacified and the researchers safe, our task is complete. That just leaves the matter of the gold breeding. For better or for worse, there's really only one place we can take it to here. The Charlian and Charlian Master. Come, let us see what Dickon can cook up for us. Dun, 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 dun. Well now, there's a famished face if I've ever seen one. What can I get you, Teru? Oh ho, bird meat from the hunt you say? Leave it to me, I have just the recipe. It's a new dish I recently learned from some sailors. For you lot, it's on the house. Have as much as you like, you hear? Did bring the main ingredient though. That does not look like...
Come. Let's enjoy the bounty of our first outing together.
That looks like pork chops, not any meat from birds. What the hell? It's even
heard
red.
That Charlian cuisine was terrible.
It's
but
red meat.
This is
That's
fantastic.
That's not the same meat from the same creature. What? I heard Charlian cuisine was terrible, but this is fantastic.
What is this? Oh, it smells spicy.
Oh, come now. Since when did you become so soft? It's not like we don't have spicy food in Tural, too.
Oh.
According to Dickon, intensely hot dishes have become popular in Razadhan after a traveller ordered a curry with several times the usual amount of spice. So he started offering the same in order to please the growing Harnish population here in Charlian.
It's nothing I can't handle.
Her eyes tearing up. Okay, it's visual. I love this character. She's great. Perfect introduction to a new character.
Your boorish manners reflect poorly on the both of us. I wish you would consider your station.
No. No, she's exactly what she should be like.
I swear, sometimes it feels like you open your mouth only to criticize.
Would I be correct in assuming you've known each other for a long time?
Aye, thick as thieves since we were little.
I beg to differ. She is a long-standing acquaintance. Nothing more.
I see.
All this time you were from Tural. Oh, would that I had known sooner. There's so much I'd like to ask.
You and everyone else. I've kept it quiet so as to avoid the endless interrogations.
Well, if he's going to be a miser, I'll be happy to tell you about our homeland instead.
That's
Since
interesting.
ancient times, Many peoples have called Tural home, and they've been fighting each other for nearly as long. The fighting finally stopped some 80 years ago, when the reigning Dawn Servant unified the disparate communities and founded a new nation.
And that's how Tuliolal came to be.
Since then, we've enjoyed an era of uninterrupted peace. But my father is getting old, and he wishes to relinquish the throne to a worthy successor. One who can preserve his legacy. Including myself, there are 4 claimants to the throne. But while we all have the right to participate, one among us cannot be allowed to rule.
A man who is too ambitious by half. Word of the Garlean Empire's collapse has reached Tural. While most are simply relieved, he sees weakness to exploit and would lead our armies across the seas on a campaign of conquest.
After everything my father has done to give us peace, he would drag us back into war. I can't allow it.
Daring the fangs.
No matter what, I must win this contest.
Yep.
I understand
You've got
your
my
reasons.
support.
But this being an event that will dictate the course of your nation's future, is it appropriate for outsiders like us to be involved?
Oh, it's more than appropriate. The Dawn Servant himself expressly encourages it. The ruler of Tural must navigate the intricacies of myriad cultures, and there's no better way to prove oneself qualified to do so than to work with foreign allies. That's why I sought you out. Through our hunt, I've confirmed that you're a warrior of considerable skill, but more importantly, one of good character as well. And so I ask you, will you lend me your strength and help me win the throne of Tuliolal?
Absolutely. I could,
You don't need to decide right this moment,
I've already have.
but I will need you if I'm
Also,
to
the
triumph over the
expansion has
competition.
beautiful.
I'll stay here as long as I can while waiting for your answer.
In that case, allow us to prepare a room for you at the Baldessian Annex.
That's very kind of you. Oh, and one more thing. Once we finish eating, would you mind if I took the rest of the meat?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, all yours. Dun, 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 dun. Whether what Clement has the makings of a ruler, I couldn't say, but I do know she deeply cares for her nation and her people. Whether you choose to help her, though, is for you and you alone to decide. Think on it well. Now then, it's past time I reported our mission's success to the guild ship. I would have done so sooner, except Her Highness needed to have her royal meal. I shall come by the annex later. Till then. Dun, dun, dun. The last quest. Oh, we get something. Graha Tir is mulling over what you have learned of what Clement and her plans. Well, I dare say we now have a fair grasp of Clement's situation. Still, you've been afforded time to consider her invitation. Why not use it to learn more about Tural? Well, New Minon is bound to have some information on the continent. Just the thought of burying myself in books again. BP. We're talking about mysterious lands and unknown wonders here. I'm confident we'll find reports so thrilling as to drive any sort of napping from your mind. Come, my friend, let us be off to the archives. Yeah, but I'm not a nerd. Also, I realize I should put up my retainers. Sign, but okay, sign. So, yeah. 100. Unblemished book. It is impossible to adequately discuss Eorzean cuisine without speaking of that land from which many of our modern day staples hail, the far western continent of Tural. Ogre pumpkins, ruby tomatoes, even the ubiquitous popoto. These crops and more that regularly grace Eorzean dining tables trace their origin to the New World as a place known to most. The tale of this culinary immigration begins in the year 1498 of the 6th astral era, when a Lemnian sailor named Keteram successfully traversed the Indigo Deep to arrive at the theretofore unknown continent. Keteram spent several moons exploring inland, in the course of which he encountered the denizens of the sprawling nation of Mamaljar. He was even granted an audience with their supreme leader, whose confidence he won along with the permission to roam freely. Keteram would return to Tural several times, but during his first expedition he charted the land and gathered myriad root vegetables and seeds to bring back to Limsa Laminza. Most notable of these was the popoto, whose ease of cultivation and nutritional value saw it quickly spread to all corners of Eorzea. Produce was far from the only bounty of Keteram's expeditions to Tural. Many tantalizing recipes, such as the bean-filled burrito, and gripping legends such as the Golden City, reach our shores by the way of his ship. To those outside Keteram's circle, Tural largely I did not expect it to be this long. Largely remains shrouded in mystery, yet its influence on our cuisine cannot be overstated. Many scholars, myself included, would relish the chance to immerse themselves in the culinary culture of that faraway continent. Oh, that was... If all the books are this in depth. Don't know if I can read them all. Get it done. Every land has given rise to unique wildlife, and the continent of Tural is no exception. Yet, while her creatures have become familiar sight in Eorzea, many more exist that are rarely seen this side of the Indigo Deep. This trove introduced a select variety of species as described in the testimonies of sailors and adventurers. Alpaca, accustomed to Tural's craggy mountain ranges, this four-legged beastkin has been domesticated for seemingly hundreds, if not thousands of years. Their soft white fleece is highly prized by weavers, while their strong legs and sure-footedness make them capable beasts of burden. Wavery. This ferocious scalekin is native to the dense jungles of Tural. The Momoja have succeeded in taming them and utilize their prodigious strength for manual labor. Given their immense size and power, it should come as no surprise that the Wyvern is also employed as a siege beast. Enemy fortifications cannot long withstand this horned brute's rampage. Valgamada. Raleigh folklore holds that this bird-like creature is the mightiest of beasts and the very embodiment of nature's power. Whether it exists beyond myth, however, is uncertain. Okay, that one wasn't too bad. Everbound book. Lions in the Sand. The geopolitics of Heidelberg. Let us begin by comparing the geographical characteristics of the three great continents in Tyrell. The three great continents and Tyrell. The former stretches from east to west and lies entirely within the northern hemisphere. In contrast, the latter extends to the far reaches of both northern and southern hemispheres. The difference immediately presents itself in a form of climate variance. Shifts in the climate tend to be gentler when moving east to west, but harsher when moving north to south. Owing to this fact, longitude migration is far more common in history, whether it be by man, animal, or plants. In the case in point is the Allegans, who rose to power in the Aldenard before advancing east to Ilsabard. Their movement would be mirrored thousands of years later by the Garleans. Meanwhile, although the disparate tribes of Tyrell waged war with one another for generations, dimmed by the climate, none could make any great headway north or south. Tribes hailing from frozen lands withered beneath the desert sun, while those that thrived in open plains could not pierce dense jungle. Such was the way of it until the leader of Mamoja succeeded in bringing the continent under one banner. Given the land's divided history and the reason thereof, one cannot help but be in awe of this feat. Truly, it is a testament to the Autarch's greatness. Alright, one last book. Blue-covered book. Principles of Blue Magic and Spell Acquisition. The origins of Blue Magic. I know a fair amount. I'm a max level Blue Mage. Can be, but not for long. The next expansion. The origins of Blue Magic can be traced back to the stoic practices of the Wakui, a tribe in the distant continent of Tyrell. The tribe holds nature in the highest, and in seeking to cultivate spiritual connection with it, they have learned to harness the power of the wildlife around them. In exchange for teaching them the common tongue, I was permitted to live among them and train in their ways. Oh, is this my mentor? I'm blanking on his name now. I can't believe it. Yeah. Those days were some of the most grueling I remember, but they were tremendously rewarding. For instance, I had the privilege of visiting Lapis Canyon, the tribe's sacred grounds. It is also named for the cerulean deposit that wells up to the surface in an entire canyon of brilliant blue. Under a shaman's watchful eye, I finally managed to master the Wakui's art and make the animal's power my own. As no name exists for it in the common tongue, I took the liberty of naming it Blue Magic. The reason I chose this color, as you will doubtlessly glean, is for the significance it holds. The Wakui. I cannot think of a name more fitting to honor the people from whom this noble magic was born. Alright. Scored the library to your satisfaction, have you? Excellent. While there are few books wholly dedicated to the subject Tyrell, I dare say you've found a You found tidbits of useful information scattered here and there. But come, let us continue this outside. The mammoths do not take kindly to chatter. Now then, I'm quite keen to hear your honest impressions. I couldn't help but notice that we read the very same book on cuisine. I was pleasantly surprised for references to Tyrell within. Among them, did anything particularly pique your interest? I was rather taken with the tale of... Ah yes, the renowned Laminzan explorer who traversed the Indigo Deep and discovered the unknown West. And his accomplishments didn't end there. He travelled Tyrell extensively and even forged a friendship with the Dawn Seven. If I were able to meet Kintaram, what things we could learn. Alas, all of this happened near 40 score years ago. He may no longer be alive to tell his tales. But moving on, did you perchance learn aught of the fauna of Tyrell? Given your adventuring background, I expect the topic would interest you. Yeah, let's talk about the beast, the mythical beast. Now, why do I get the impression you're imagining pitting your skills against the foul beast? Unfortunately, I found scant details on your would-be prey. One source simply described it as an enormous winged creature with scales hard as steel that rules the skies. I would like to... This sounds like a dragon. I would like to see it with my own eyes, presuming it even exists. I thought I heard familiar voices. Alice! In Alphino! This is where they learned that we're going off to Tyrell. Fancy running into the two of you here. Well, have some research of your own to do? Aye, we hope to arm ourselves with knowledge that may benefit the Garlean people. Having forged a new trade agreement with Radzat Han, they will next look to foster relations with other nations. This includes former imperial provinces. In view of this, we hope to find hints in history on how neighbours of differing races and ideologies might engage with one another. Well, do I have the perfect learning experience for you two on this? And what of you two? What endeavour brings you here to this day? Nation composed of the desperate peoples of Tyrell. I dare say this is precisely the kind of example we seek. We'd do well to read up on Uliola ourselves. The contest, is Teru the only one allowed to help Wook-Lamet? There's no mention of such restrictions as I recall. On the contrary, Wook-Lamet gave us the impression he could have several champions. I think I know how to make the most of our respite. Follow me, Alphino. We have planning to do. I'll say, wait! It would seem our plans have changed, if you'll excuse me. They never could rest on their laurels. Come, let us return to the annex. I like how so much this happens at this bench. This bench is a very important location to Endwalker and beyond. Everything happens there. Boom, boom.
Oh, it's just... Despite all that we've learned, I can't help but feel we've yet to hear the whole story.
Yeah, just starting.
What about you, my friend? Are you inclined to accept or refuse Worklamat's request?
Accept. I never say no to an event. Don't understand. I never say no to a new adventure.
Ha! I thought you might say that. With an intrepid attitude such as yours, I believe all shall be well. Be it the contest or something else, there will be many trials for you to overcome at your destination.
Are you acting like you're not coming, Graha? We need to adventure more.
But in the course of seeing new lands and meeting new people, you'll surely find a way forward. That's what adventurers do, is it not?
Yeah.
Such a journey would be the envy of many a scholar. Distant as it is, Tural remains largely unknown to us, with only meager records to be found in Numenon. The experiences to be had, all the things you might hear, feel, and think. It's enough to stir me to the core. Life is a series of journeys, my friend, and there's no telling what awaits us on the long road.
This is the closing of the
But what's important
Walker
is to be
patchway.
true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another. Ah, but there's an idea. I have a matter to attend to at the Agora. Please, go on inside. I will join you shortly.
Thancred. Eavesdropping. What a good buy he is. Welcome back, Teru. If you're looking for Waklamet, she is currently with the others in her chambers. If you like, I can go fetch them for you. Just said, please wait in the main hall. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, we don't have Corral on that map.
You have the look of someone who's made up their mind. Go on then. Let's hear it.
I wish to boldly go where I've never gone before. Never been one to turn down an adventure. I'll do it.
Excellent. You'll be compensated for your troubles, of course. But I dare say your time in Tural will be its own reward.
I'm ready. I'm ready, but we have to wait several months.
You're not planning to leave without us, are you?
Alphano, Alize! What are you two doing here?
We happened to cross paths at Numenon earlier, you see, and I told them about Wuklemat. And when we fortuitously met again at the Agora just now, they expressed an interest in meeting our visitor.
Ah, you must be the twins who are sneaking after Erenville as toads.
100 things about us you could have told her, and you chose that!
First impressions last.
"'Tis an honor and a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Your Highness. Alphano Leveilleur at your service, and this is my sister Alize."
Oh no, let's not do that. I really can't stand titles. So, you want to participate in the contest too, is that right?
Indeed we do. We've been assisting with the rebuilding effort in Garlemald. Yet while progress is being made, the question remains of how the nation might reconcile with its neighbors. We believe there is much we might learn from Tuliolal, a nation founded on unity. And in return for this honor, we would spare no effort in supporting your claim.
The more the merrier, I say. And I'd be keen to learn about Eorzea and Garlemald from you as well.
Having recruited so many committed and capable allies, I presume you have no need for my continued assistance?
Nonsense! Like I told you before, you're indispensable. They're strong, aye, but strangers to our land. They need someone to guide them, to point out the dangers, and spare them grisly deaths.
Yeah, Erenville. You're not getting away from us.
I can't think of anyone better suited to that task than you. What's more, despite your assertions, I know you haven't given up on the City of Gold.
Why are you looking so glum, Cryo?
As I recall, Kryl, you were the first to state your desire to visit Tural.
Perhaps I was.
Oh, the one I didn't notice before, but she's doing the one glove look.
Still, I can't help but worry about being away just when our order is beginning to find its feet again.
You have nothing to worry about. I haven't forgotten how you held the fort while I set off to explore Alzadal's legacy. It's only fair that I return the favor. Pray, leave the students to Ojika and me.
But, Raha...
You want to retrace your grandfather's steps, don't you? This is a rare opportunity, and I insist that you seize it.
Oh, wait, but Raha's in the trailer, so he has to go along.
Thank you, Raha. Thank you.
Well,
Maybe he joins
looks
later.
like it's settled. I'm counting on you all to help me win the throne.
I suppose now is a good time to show you what I spent a small fortune on at the Agora. There. This, my friends, is the latest map of the world, created to celebrate our friendship with the Loperids. Cast the site of your next great adventure, Tural.
Oh. Yay! Credit roll. Cool. Cool, we get to see some concept art. That's cool. Character art. No, LSA. Well, that was cool. I think that it was a great introduction to what Lamet. I wasn't sure on her character or her voice to begin with, but after just like the last hour, yeah, of interacting with her character, I like her. I think she's a great character, and I can't wait to see more of her throughout the next expansion, Dawn Trail. It's gonna be interesting. Like we saw with the latest trailer and stuff, and at the JP FanFest, they revealed this so much surprises like the City Solution 9 and stuff. I can't wait to find out all about that. Also can't wait to try out the new jobs, Reaper and Pictomancer. But yeah, my next stream, because there's still quite a bit to do with this latest patch. My next stream tomorrow will be back at my usual time, where we of course are going to be jumping back into the Hildebrand quest and the Mandible weapon. So we'll be doing that next stream. So looking forward to that. Can't wait to see how that all wraps up. And then after that, we might go back to there's a Yu-Gi-Oh event would have started. So Thursday, Friday streams will probably be Yu-Gi-Oh. And then maybe sometime next week we'll finish off the Tartaru Grand Adventure stuff. Yeah, I think that's mainly it. Oh, I did see in the patch notes that there was new gold saucer reward, so we'll quickly take a look at that, perhaps, once the credits are over. Hey! Our best friend, Dino. Creative Business Unit 3. Might just alright. Screenshots just showing all of the patch quest stuff. Which is nice. I will be interested if they ever do go back to the Void story and Zero and Gold Bears. It will be interesting to find out if we ever go back to that, but obviously that probably won't happen. In the next expansion at all, because it's probably going to be completely focused on New World. It might be a setup for a future expansion, perhaps, or side content. I don't know, or maybe the pets quests will involve them after the next expansion. Who knows? It's got to be interesting. There's no real telling what could be in store for us with Dawn Trail, and I think that's why I'm actually excited for it. Like we've completed the Zodiac Heidelin story with Endwalker, and so literally it's a fresh start. Just like how they're portraying it all. It's like one door closes, new one opens, and there's this. It can just be. It's reset, and I'm excited to just be like, well, just the world building around Terral, and just new characters that we can focus on, that isn't part of some big overarching story that we've had. We're not constrained to having to worry about some threat that's been in existence the last several games. It's completely new. I look forward to it. Matsu, the goat. Can skip. I don't know if I want to skip, to be honest. Because I want the top. It's like, I love this game. I want the credits to play. The appropriate time dedicated to them. So many people worked on this. And I love. that's cute. Oh look, it's sleeping away. Go Bears! But I am also interested in seeing how the, even though I only just recently picked up Trigger, and just seeing how that rework works, and also the rework on Astro. I'm excited for not as much as the new jobs, but a little bit. But man, I do hope that those moves that what Ahmed used in the instance are teasers to the new warrior actions. That would be really cool. I just want a rescue as a warrior. I think that would be really cool. And I don't want a rescue on every tank, but a rescue on warrior would be really cool, and because it will give some unique identity to that because like I see it as sort of a parallel to Paladin's cover. The Paladin has cover, warrior has rescue. Rescue quotation marks, but it's better than. And then I don't know about Dark Knight or Gunbreak. I don't know why I blanked on that name. I don't know what they could have that would be equivalent. They could just not have them. Just for the longest time, only Paladin had cover. Oh, this is new. This new art of Goldbears working with Zero with the Familiar. It's also new art. See any more new art? Was that it? I feel like that might be it. Yeah, okay. Since it doesn't have enough art for all of it. Oh. But my mind very much is missing possibilities like especially with Lucian 9. So like they say like they cropped out stuff with screenshots. So this is gonna be a little bit copium speculation. Because they cropped out stuff from the Lucian 9. They said that on the JP FanFest. They also said to think about why it could be called Solution 9. And so I reckon the NPCs in the city of Solution 9 are going to be genomes. Which genomes is Zidane's race from Final Fantasy 9, and Solution 9 is one of Zidane's trance moves. So I reckon that's what it is. that's what they cropped out. That's why it's called Solution 9. Otherwise, why would they be making that blatant reference and tell us to think about it? But it's also a little bit piece of copium for me. But I think it would be cool if that was what it was. But that's also coming from hardcore Final Fantasy 9 fan that just wants more 9 references in this game. There's already quite a good amount that people probably don't realize if they actually played 9, but more blatant ones. Kiwi. So mind blowing how much wired these days. These games in this magnitude. Wait, they're doing all the themes. Featured theme. Nobu Matsu! Go! Died. I've sat through so much of this great status. I also feel like if I skip them now, it would be such a discredit to anyone at the back half. Third party contractors. What more can I talk about, really? Sort of gone through all the topics. I'm looking forward to seeing the graphical update. I'm very interested in what my character's gonna look like with the updated shaders and stuff. I've never actually used the Fantasia of my character. All I've done is change to hair here. So I'll be I don't know. I feel like I won't Fantasia regardless of what it ends up looking like, but if there's something specific that I don't like about it, there might be a chance that I might finally use my first Fantasia, but I kind of don't want to because it's been, my character's been the same apart from her hair all the way through it. And I only changed her hair as well at the end of Endwalker as I started the new stuff. So the hair was only a fairly recent change, but I've already grown so accustomed to the new hair. So yeah, I don't know about that. I hope it looks good. And I hope I like it with the graphical changes. I'm excited about the die system, the extra die channels. There's so many pieces that I died that I'm just like, I wish I could change it just a little bit, but then it would still be restricted, so who knows if it will actually be any good. One thing I was disappointed, like the last JP Fest, that they don't seem to be doing is we do not have enough glamour plates. I'm already maxed out and I'm not even using a glamour plate for my Dragoon, and I still need to pick up Dancer, and then there's 2 new jobs coming. There's just not enough glamour plates to do all the jobs. It's frustrating. Ideally, I would like a actually bigger rework to how that all works, the glamour system, but at the very least, I want more plates. Oh, this will be the end because it's the logos. Fall Guys! Fall Guys is in the credits now because of the collab event. That's hilarious. Special thanks. Hey, Phil Spencer's in the credits now, and a bunch of other Microsoft employees because of the porting to Xbox. The Novo. Oh, Final Fantasy 14 players. Producer and director. Gosh, he done. A designated location. That's complete. Lest you wonder about your passage to Doral, Erenville will arrange a ship through his guild. You only need to worry about your own preparation. Speaking of which, please take this with you. A rugged and ready knapsack. May it serve you well for your upcoming adventures. Now, I'm not sure when the departure will be, but rest assured I'll let you know when I hear something. Till then. Oh, is this the new fashion item? They saw that in the patch notes. Meanwhile, in Limsa Laminza. Oh, it's Thancred. Oh no.
When does the next ship set sail?
Let's go, Estinian.
May I ask your destination?
The north and east, I've already seen.
Oh, north and east.
I suppose I'll head west this time.
West, you say?
to Tyrell. Meanwhile, in Old Charlian, this will be Thancred and Orianja.
I see you've made up your mind. I had a feeling you'd be keen.
But to think that our comrades too are thither bound. Fate doth work in mysterious ways.
Indeed. It will be a grueling task, having to contend with them.
Oh, so yeah, they're the other side. I knew it. And then he might join their side. Balance it out a bit.
If the prospect doth trouble thee, 'tis not too late to decline the petition. Though thine expression would suggest thou art far from perturbed.
Oh, how could I possibly be, knowing what's to come?
Then let us delay no further and secure passage on a vessel.
Aye. This will be a mission to remember.
They talked about it, the Scions being on different sides.
Come,
Or he
friend.
kind of knew that
We
this was
make
a
for
pair.
Tyrell.
But it's kind of cool to know that Alphino and LSA are on the same. With us. So it's just sort of like the different pairs. Stuff. What if they will allow you to choose to like switch to a different group? I already like what Clement, so I probably, if it is an option, I probably will stick with.
Tell me,
on her side.
have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the Bounty? Or the treasure islands beyond the frozen waters of Blind Frost in Offerd's north? The fabled golden cities of the New World?
Weigh anchor now. The tide is high, and the dawn of a new year is nigh. Row forth to break the horizon's bond, and the thread that went too fast. Hey, to be continued. Yay! He got a backpack. Alright. Before we sign off, let's go to the gold saucer. Quickly do our mini cat pop. Hey. They said there was a new thing. I realize I don't have any of these. I should probably pick them up. I got all of these. I don't think that's a new one, but let's just get these. I think that's that. It doesn't tell me what new things are, so I don't know. It just said in the patch notes that there isn't. I don't see anything obvious. Oh, announced in Rhapsody. I think this one, yeah, this is the one I already done previously. Returning. It's the same rewards. Prizes. Yeah, just these new prizes. I have no idea what it is. Is this? I don't know. We'll probably find out at some point from someone else. But well, we're gonna be calling it there. Like I said, tomorrow's stream, I'll be doing the Mandible, the Hildebrand questline and then the Mandible weapons, so look forward to that. Now, thanks everyone for watching, and until next time, bye bye.